Hi friends, I'm Amy from Latta Creations, and I'm so excited to tell you about my latest collaboration with one of my favorite brands, Scorch Marker. Scorch Marker creates a marker that allows you to get an amazing wood burned effect on all kinds of wood, paper mache, and other surfaces in a safe and easy way. Already they have lots of stencil designs that you can download from their website that are perfect for all kinds of holidays, seasons, and every day. And just recently, they asked me to create a collection of my own. The Amy Latta Heart and Home collection is now available on scorchmarker.com. It's a set of 6 stencils that I'm really excited about. 4 of them are hand-lettered words and phrases, and then there are 2 embellishments, hearts and some vines that you can use in conjunction with the phrases to create whatever kind of art you like best. Family and home are so important to me, and I know that they're important to you too. So these phrases like welcome, joy, love lives here, and it is well with my soul are things that I hope will resonate with you and help you to bring joy and beauty into your own homes. Make sure to stop by scorchmarker.com to take a look at those stencils and grab the downloads for yourself. To celebrate the launch of this special stencil collection, we're going to look at a project that you can create using the welcome stencil and a wood round. I'm using a nice oval one because the welcome word is long and thin, so we're going to put it right in the center. And this is something that you can display in your foyer to greet folks as they come in your front door. To create this project, you need a few basic supplies. First, you'll need the wood round base that you want to use to create your sign. Second, you'll need your Cricut machine or another electronic cutting machine so that you can turn my designs into physical stencils. To do that, you'll need vinyl, a cutting mat, some scissors, and some transfer paper. Then of course, you're going to need your Scorch Marker Pro and a heat tool that goes up to 1000 watts of power or 300 degrees Fahrenheit. The first step in this process is to upload the image that you want to use into Cricut Design Space or your other electronic cutting machine software. I uploaded welcome as well as the leafy vines for embellishment. You'll size them to fit your round. I sized mine to be about 8 inches long and 3 inches tall. And you'll send that to your machine and cut it out of removable vinyl. It doesn't matter what color vinyl you use because that won't be part of your finished project. Once your design is cut, you're going to weed it, and if you're used to making Cricut projects, this part is going to feel a little bit backwards because you're actually going to take that nice vinyl saying that you would typically put onto a sign or onto whatever project you're creating, and you're going to get rid of that. You're going to leave what we call the negative image. So the white part should be what you're going to want to transfer onto your wood round. We want to leave everything else in the vinyl. So we're going to peel out the word or peel out the vines, and this gives us our stencil. Now you'll notice in the word welcome, we have letter centers, like in the center of the E, the O, we have these little pieces of letters that need to transfer over, and we want that to go correctly. So rather than trying to peel and stick each piece and try to get it in the right place, we're going to use something called transfer paper. Transfer paper is a clear adhesive sheet that goes over top of your stencil, and what it's going to do is allow us to transfer this as one whole piece so that everything stays put. You can see that I've placed this transfer paper on top of my stencil, so now I just pull and it comes off all as one piece. Once I remove the backing, my stencil is ready to go. The next step is to place the stencil wherever on the wood round you want it to go. Then we're going to remove the transfer paper, but leave the vinyl in place. Now it's time for our trusty Scorch Marker Pro. This dual-tipped marker has a bullet tip end as well as a tiny sponge brush and some ink. You can either choose to paint with the small brush or do what I'm going to do, which is use the bullet tip end to color inside the stencil area. If you have a new Scorch marker, you'll want to press it down onto some scrap paper first to get the ink flowing before you start to color. We're going to color inside of the stencil area, making sure that our vinyl is pressed down tightly so the ink doesn't bleed through underneath. You'll see that this turns our wood a pinkish color, but don't worry, that's not how it's going to stay. Once your word is filled in with Scorch Marker ink, it's time to remove the stencil. Make sure that you also remove those little pieces inside of the letters. You can make any touch-ups or corrections that you need to, and then we're going to add our vine stencils. When it comes to the leaf and vine stencils, they fit nicely above and below your word welcome. You can certainly fill in these spaces just like you did for your word, filling them in completely and making a solid dark shape, or you can take some creative license. I decided to experiment with outlining the shape of each leaf as provided by the stencil, and then putting a little vein through the center instead of totally coloring it in. This, as you can see at the top, gives it the effect of something that's been hand-drawn or doodled onto your wood rather than a stenciled image. Feel free to play around with yours and see what you like best. This is your project, so feel free to make it unique. All that's left to do is remove your final stencil, check for any corrections that you'd like to make, and then we're going to have the magic happen when we heat our Scorch Marker ink. That's all there is to it. Our welcome sign is complete. A simple, easy project that looks amazing when it's finished and is going to be a great way to welcome guests into your home. Make sure to hop over to scorchmarker.com where you can purchase your own Scorch Marker Pro for all your wood burning needs, and you can grab my special Heart and Home Collection stencils. Download them for free and then use them to create all kinds of amazing projects. I can't wait to see what you create. For more inspiration, tutorials, and all kinds of crafty DIY and hand lettering goodness, please come visit me anytime at amylattacreations.com. See you there!